It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. So Oregon's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. 2nd down now after the sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30, it would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Get set. Looking downfield. Bunch. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Quarterback making it on third. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. On second down, just keeps firing. Lets it fly. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big pack. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Using his legs, it's Montgomery. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's going to pass on... Hit as he throws. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
Yeah.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to the ground with the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's going to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Feeling some heat. Skips away from pressure. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. The ball's in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Lasso!
He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra... So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The Volunteers want to move quickly. On the run, it's Montgomery. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
They'll throw it on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it on the run. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He leaves it with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll throw on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. He'll do it himself. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. Trying to get to it. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
On second down, looking to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays open up.
And the Volunteers are on the move. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The quick out. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
You're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his big tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Now from inside the red zone. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? And certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.